Her ring was off, her dress was on. She do it till the rest is gone. Then she made a mess all on the bed that I was resting on. Rub me till the stress is gone. Smoke it till the pressure's gone. They put me in the center. I'm the one that they invested on. Pull up on your block and I spin it and spin it and spin it again till I empty it. Spitting on niggas, they mad and they envy it. Push out niggas got hoes I already hit. Copy my flow, I invented it. Stacking my dough, I ain't spending it. Stacking investment. Stick my thing on a nigga, I rest with it. Give me my shit back, cause bitch, I invented it. Why they keep choosing? I'm not on the menu. I'm smoking the hot box up in the rental. I butter on stage with me. I wasn't worried though. I was just trying to see how much that 30 go. I want the sticks and the niggas already. Yeah, back a little this one.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Today is episode 124 of the Two Dum Yinzers. Howdy. Howdy doody. How you doing, Mike?
Howdy doody time. Taking it back to what, the 70s, 60s. Let's do this. Oh,
hey,
shit. What did I do?
Your mic up just a hair?
Just a hair.
Maybe just another hair. I'm having a really hard time hearing you.
That's as high as this bad boy will go. Do you have me muted?
Oh, no, there we go. That should be a little better. I don't know what happened.
That better?
Yeah. So what's up, man? What is up? It's Monday.
It is Monday. Let's do this. Does this sound better?
Yeah, that's better.
There we go. I hit the wrong button in the back. There we go. It's my first day on the job.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing. I was almost impeached over the weekend. This is not good. I'm still here in the presidential office. I'm holding it down. One thing that brings the nation together is trying to get me out of the Oval Office. So I'm doing my part for America. And, I'm a uniter, not a divider. Ask not what I can do for you. Ask what you can do for me.
Yeah,
you have nothing to fear but my butthole.
I don't know people what President Cock and Balls is doing over there today. He still hasn't moved all this dirty furniture out of the Oval Office.
I haven't. It's still here. Booger stained desk is everywhere. I might have ruined the Resolute desk. I'm sorry. They tried to give me Dolly Madison's desk. I mean, she was like 4 foot nothing. I'm 6 foot. I don't know what they're doing to me over here. It's fucking torture.
You know what I'd much rather see? I'd much rather see you at one of them desks like we had in school. Remember the ones that were connected to the desk and the seat?
Oh, I love those.
And you put
crack your back.
You put your feet on the rack in front of you.
Yeah.
That's what I see you. You should get one of them. You should do this every day on one of those desks.
You know what? I would too, because I would crack my back every day. I would feel so much better.
And then you could write down notes on the desk like you used to do with the PPs and the weenies on your books.
Uh-huh.
You could write like little notes on the desk. That way you won't forget what you're talking about.
Exactly. We once had a dude, he was sitting there being an ass and he fell. The desk, the whole thing went with him, and the way he fell, the open end was down on the ground. He was laying there like a frightened turtle. Help! Help!
Yeah, I seen that one time.
It was the best.
Couple kids got into a fight in math class, and the one dude jumped up and he jumped over and kind of he did the same thing. Basically, whenever they fell, the desk landed on the open side down, and the kid that was in the desk couldn't do nothing. I mean, he's trying to punch, but the other kid, he had total control of the situation.
Oh, memories.
Oh, hell no.
Solving for X, man, it brought out the worst in everyone.
What did?
Solving for X, man, it brought out the worst in everyone.
It did.
You fucking take your tangent line over here, motherfucker.
Speaking of a bad day, a bad weekend, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian, they split. They split after 9 months over the weekend, right? So
no way.
Wait, hold on. The funny part was this morning, Kanye West, he posts Skeet Davidson dead at 28 years old.
Man, Kanye is he didn't handle the whole thing really well, the whole relationship.
But needless to say, for the people that are worrying, because I did see people on the internet curious, they were wondering if Pete's okay. Pete is okay. Kanye is just trying to stir things up a little bit, but Pete Davidson is not dead. So it was only a kind of a bad weekend. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Only kind. You know what? Pete can actually do better. He went from Kate Beckinsale to this nasty ass plastic looking hoe.
Yeah.
So he downgraded, in my opinion. He went from Katie B to some nasty ass trailer trash hoe. Who's only famous because she got peed on.
Fan of this Kardashian. I don't know. I guess none of them really do anything for me. And I don't know why. Is it just because of who they are, what they are?
It's who they are, what they are. And yeah. If they weren't, rich and famous, they would be just, nasty ass trailer park hoes.
Yeah.
And there ain't nothing wrong with being a nasty ass trailer park hoe. Some of those people are salt of the earth. I know a couple of them.
Support the movement.
Yeah, but they're stuck up little. I don't
Absolutely.
I don't like them. They're annoying. I'd never seen one of their episodes, but they would always pop up everywhere you're online. You could not escape them. And I have nothing against people want to get peed on and make money. Fuck yeah, man. That's honest work.
The funny thing,
you the real MVP.
Really, what is it? What is it that they do? I guess they have that.
They're famous for being. They're famous for being famous. They're famous because their dad was a famous lawyer.
Yeah,
that's really what it was.
You got OJ off, right?
Yeah. That's really what they're famous for. They have no discernible talent other than getting good plastic surgery.
I agree. It's I don't know. I guess they're hot, but there's just something.
I don't think they are.
You don't think?
No. I think they're the one looks like Chewbacca.
One of the Kardashians looked like Chewbacca. Which one's that?
Yeah, it was like Kourtney Kardashian before she got all the plastic surgery and all the work done. She looked like Chewbacca.
Oh.
We
got lots to go over today, Mike. I'm gonna start. We're gonna take a phone call before we get rolling here.
Phone call.
Hey Rob, what's up, brother?
What up?
Rob, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
All right.
You sound like you're in a mood. What's up, man?
Oh, you too. Kim Kardashian. Pete Davidson.
I don't get it. Why is it that people don't like these girls, Rob? I mean, they're hot. I certainly don't think that they're not hot. Is it just...
I'll take the girl next door any day.
Yeah, and that's the common.
Thank you.
That's the common answer. A lot of people say that, and let's just say you moved into town, you never met these girls before, and you're moving into your house there, and Kim comes walking over in her little nightie and her sweatpants. I mean, you wouldn't hesitate to hit on these chicks. I mean, if she was hitting on you,
I would.
It's just the fact that we know who they are. Is that what it is?
People here, let me tell you something, Ryan. There's no such thing as bad press knowledge.
Yeah,
it's true.
So these are all just platforms for another show. I mean, they're going to go from one to the other. I mean, hey, there's a magic in Hollywood, and it all works out for the benefit of everybody else. I mean, who hasn't heard now? Look what happened over the weekend with Anne Heche.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's been irrelevant for at least 10 years. And now she's been catapulted back into the limelight because of her alcohol-infused podcast and wrecked into a house and burned the house down. I mean, dude, that's epic. I mean, how the hell do you even do that? Come on. I mean, look at the guy in the Oval Office there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's nothing bad about going on with him.
No, besides the fact he looks like it's like a chode in office. Take a look at the picture. And
take a look at him passing legislation for the people, baby. Passing legislation. We're gonna have
he's passing legislation.
He is too. And he's not the one who
right now they're all clapping their fins together
Oh man, he's passing legislation for the people.
Inflation bill.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good. That's a good thing for America. We're actually going to tax the billionaires and the billionaire corporations. Yeah, let's do this.
No CNN, we ain't doing no Fox News. This is Yinzers News Live.
That's right.
I'm in here passing legislation. You know what, Rob? I was going to make you my Secretary of Transportation, and now I see what you're doing here.
The problem in the world is little armpit of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right. And you know what? Going back to Anne Heche, the last time that I can remember her being semi-significant was when she was with Ellen. And you think that Ellen has been with Portia for how long now, right? I forgot Anne Heche existed.
Me too. Like she hasn't acted in like anything big in a long time.
A threesome with those two. I don't give a damn.
You take a threesome with you, Ellen, and Mike?
No. Me, Ellen, and Portia.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. I want the. I think that's a different kind of Oval Office I want surrounding me.
Yes.
You guys are killing me. I was going to make you guys both part of my cabinet, but then here, you're making fun of me passing legislation. No, Rob, you were going to be you're going to be Secretary of Transportation. Ryan's going to be Secretary of D's Nuts. Yeah, Rob's going to be Secretary of
Transportation, and I'm going to be the Secretary of D's Nuts, apparently.
Of D's Nuts, yeah.
You know what? I'd probably, that'd be a great gig for me. But I'm going to tell you something. The infrastructure's so out of whack. I think it's, man, I travel the highways a lot, and there's a lot of great places in this country. And Ryan, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I've traveled the East Coast. I know how to get around real well, but you're trying to put something like roads, especially highways, in places where people were already living. You have land acquisitions. You got trying to buy people's land. You got some old guy that has a $10,000 trailer on a $5,000 piece of land, and he wants to, now that they want to put a new road through there, all of a sudden that's a $2 million property acquisition. Hey, out west, you don't got to worry too much about that. You go to a place like Kansas City. You go out there like around Des Moines, Minneapolis, Denver, around geography stuck there because of the mountains, because they're right there on the ridge. But you get a lot of them like Kansas City, man. You can skip around that town pretty good all the time.
Kansas City, Missouri?
Yes, Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Well, Kansas City, Missouri / Kansas City, Kansas too. The town is literally sliced in half by state line.
Okay.
Kind of goofy. I've only been there a couple times. I've always wanted to go downtown. I got a friend of mine who just recently moved there in the past year. He seems to be, I'll see things, how they explore the area. And I think one of these days I'm going to have to step up my vacation game and include Kansas City into it.
Oh, it's always sounded like a nice place. Let me make note though. The other day, I don't know if you remember the last time Rob called in. I believe it was last week. We spoke briefly. About Rob's travels, and he had went and he found the school that Ferris Bueller, Breakfast Club, all that. Okay, so then we briefly, Mike, we spoke about the fountain at the beginning of the Married with Children. Okay, a famous fountain. Everybody knows this fucking thing. So Rob, the next day, maybe 2 days later, he sends me a message and says, "Dude, look what I went and found." And he sent a picture, and it was a fountain, but it wasn't the fountain from there. I'm looking at this fucking thing, and this must have went on maybe, I don't know, at least a few hours. So I kind of put it down, and I said to myself, I'm going to come back and look at this to see if I can figure out what the hell he's trying to say. Yeah. Because I'm certainly not looking at the water fountain from the beginning of Married with Children. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, that's really cool, Rob. I'm glad you made it up there." And he was like, "Huh? Yeah, that wasn't even the fountain for Married with Children. What the fuck was that, man?
Good old Rob, man. He's messing with you.
Where I was at.
It was comical. It took me a while. Not
Well, you are rather slow on the uptake.
I am rather slow, but it was certainly entertaining, Rob. I thought, what the fuck is this?
I mean, you could be creative in anything you find.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be here right down in in downtown where we're at, or close to where we're at, and say, "Hey, I'm in Hollywood."
That's true. That's true.
Speaking of, one other thing is about the transportation bill. I guess they're doing a heck of a lot of road work up around your way.
Are they?
I guess supposedly they're replacing gas lines. They only worked on the one major road there from where you're at up to Elwood City there for so many years, and now they're going to rip the bastard up again and put new gas lines in.
Oh,
that sounds about right.
Like, done that before you paved the fucking roads? Oh yeah.
Or you would think that period of time when they had us all locked in the house for a year and there's literally no one on the streets. You think they could have had a whole shitload done in that period of time?
Where the hell were you at with this question years ago? 2 and a half years ago. I said, look at all these cocksuckers here just sitting around the house doing nothing. They could be down there on the roads. There ain't hardly any cars on the damn road. Let's start paving the roads and fixing the roads now.
Yeah.
All the money for it. And now there's fucking money for it when all the money was given to people that, just stay at home because we don't want you to get COVID-19.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. And they can never wait. They wait till the most opportunistic time. They wait till rush hour. They wait till rush hour to bring everybody out. And in the times it's going to jam pack the roadways the most, seems like when they're out there working.
I was a teamster for 15 years, and I get the whole union labor thing. I get it, and I deal with a lot of union guys in my job, and it's a love-hate relationship. I mean, hey, I'm non-union right now, and I kind of wish I had some of the protections right now, but all right, you take the bad with the good.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. All right, Roberto, my man. We got a lot to cover today or so. We appreciate your call as always.
Always.
We need to get the podcast unionized.
Yes, we're working on that. We got a big meeting this afternoon.
There we go. I'll be the podcast president.
Absolutely. We will meet in Mike's Oval Office.
I'm signing executive orders like a mofo up in here. Don't be hating, Rob. I'm a little drunk right now, but I'm ready to roll. Do this.
Mike said he can't wait till you show up in your blue dress, Rob. I don't know what that means.
No, I want him in that Marilyn Monroe dress.
I'll show up in my mankini.
No, yeah. You know what I like, Rob. You know what I like.
Hey now. It's a deal. All right, so we thank you, my man. You have a great day, and be careful out there on the roads. All right, brother.
All right, Yinzer. We'll see you.
Take care, sir.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Bye, Rob. So there you have it. Rob. Always entertaining, Rob.
He is always entertaining.
Mike, I got a few things I just kind of want to get started with. I got to just because they won yesterday. They won 8-1. The Pirates won. However, they lost the first 2 games of the series against the Orioles.
Then we shouldn't talk about them.
But the only reason I'm talking about them is because they have won 4 of their last 6 games. They swept the Brewers, lost 2 of the Orioles series, then won 1 to finish it out. So 4 wins in the last 6 games. The only reason I'm bringing it up, I got more funny stuff about it later, which isn't related to what we're talking to now, but I will get back to that.
Yep.
They continue on their road trip. They go out to Arizona. They start tonight a 3-game series that starts at 9:40, Mike. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 48-59. The Pirates are 44-66, and at 16 back in the division.
Burner.
4th place in the division. The Pirates did, however, they snapped their 9-game road losing streak yesterday in the 8-1 win over the Orioles. So they broke this 9-game losing streak. Sorry, I think I said winning, but the 9-game losing streak. So there you have it. The dynasty starts today.
So it was funny over the weekend. I saw a tweet. It was like, how come no one's talking about this? 9 years ago, the Pirates were the best team in baseball. And I responded, yeah, because they did shit after it.
Yeah.
Look where they are now. They did nothing.
Surely
your team sucks. The Pirates suck. Get over it. This team's never going to do anything. They are what they are. You fluke into a winning season here or there. You fluke into a play-in wild card win. You know, the biggest accomplishment you have is Cueto dropping the ball. And yesterday was Sidney Crosby's 35th birthday. That man has won more than the Pirates have in the last 35 fucking years. I should not have had a drink before the show.
So yesterday, I want to make note.
Oh God. Look who just popped on the screen.
I don't generally see the other hosts on the show. I don't see them in real life, and I'm talking about Mike and Allie. But yesterday I did. I seen them both in real life, in person. It's true, and it's damn true. They are not the same person. So for anybody who thinks that we're doing camera tricks, excuse me, and Mike and Allie are the same person, and they are not the same person. They're two different people.
What did I miss?
So I just want to put that to rest for anybody who might feel a bit confused.
That does not mean a wig down there.
What did I miss?
Oh, you missed a lot. Ryan's new name is now Kardashian Simp. He was simping on the Kardashians.
Oh, I could have told you anything you need to know.
That's why we did not have you on.
Half the stuff you say on here is wrong.
Oh no, my siren.
That's right, buddy. My Siren Man. Siren Man's more important than the Kardashians.
That's mine. That's mine.
Mike prides himself on being wrong with the information that we provide here.
99% of the time, what I say is wrong and erroneous.
And that is why we have him, in fact, in the White House, in the Oval Office.
Exactly. Did you say the mobile office?
It fits like a glove.
It does. Fits like a condom.
The massage convention in Cleveland created a lot of jokes over the weekend. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the massage convention, Mike?
There's the biggest massage convention in America is happening in Cleveland, like right down the road from the Brown Stadium. You know, Deshaun's like, oh yeah, baby, let's go. I love it.
I'm surprised you're not there.
I gotta work, otherwise I would be there.
It's just I love this Cleveland thing. As much as I dislike Cleveland just in general, this Cleveland shit show just never ends, and I do love that, especially about the whole Cleveland Browns.
Uh-huh.
What will we do without them? You know what I mean? It's just
I know, right? We need someone to laugh at. I'm glad we have the Browns to laugh at. It's Absolutely. Great because and then what? Yesterday, I don't know if you're gonna touch on it, but their running back, Kareem Hunt, requested a trade.
I did see that.
Yeah, from all I don't know if he's fed up with all the stuff that's going on up there, the clown show that he wants out of all people, Kareem Hunt. You know, isn't he the dude that like knocked some chick out or something?
I don't know. Was he?
Yeah, back in college, you know. I don't know what happened. I know he was involved with something nefarious. But yeah, so even he wants out of this shit show up there. You know, the Browns are the Browns.
Other big news, Pittsburgh Steelers in action this coming weekend, Saturday. Yes! They play the host of the Seattle Seahawks. We will later in the week, Mike and I will touch on the game, all things Steelers. We will keep you posted on which day that will be, but we have a big Steeler preview. We're going to go over that, talk about the ins, the outs, just everything. Again, it's preseason game one. Not going to be a whole bunch of things going on, but nonetheless, it's time. It's time for Steeler football, and around here, that means something big.
That is something big, and it looks like we lost our third wheel. She might be back. couple little Ewoks running around there that are demanding her attention. That's why I recommended the trank gun, but she said that was not humane.
I didn't even realize there was anybody else in this room beside me.
You are that self-centered.
Other big news. The nudist camp is on. I am presently in the works with the president of the nudist camp. And it looks like we will be doing our season finale up there.
It's going to be a tricky one to figure out how we're going to do it.
Yeah, that's we're ironing it out, trying to figure that kind of stuff out, because obviously these people probably don't want their titties and asses all over the internet. However, if they do, we will be the people to do that, but
it won't be on YouTube.
You have to kind of kick out the iron it out. And
well, we're gonna we had what, Ebony on last season. This is she told us all about the camp, the lifestyle, how it changed her life and everything. So this is something like we're not going up there, we'll be making jokes, but we're not what I'm trying to say. We don't see these people as a joke or freaks. They're living their best lives, and we can't wait to get up there. I can't wait to experience the whole thing. It's going to be interesting. It's just going to be awesome. It's going to be cool. We had so much fun with her.
And to cover this, and what a lot of people don't understand, in the nudist world, volleyball, for whatever reasons, it takes the cake. It's just what they do in the nudist world, and every year they have this huge volleyball tournament where all the naked volleyball players come from all the land, and they come to a nudist camp near us.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is the Super Bowl, what they call it, is the Super Bowl for the volleyball, the nudist volleyball. So that, in fact, is what we're going to be hosting, or not hosting, but we will be
covering.
There. Covering live nudist detail, and that will be at the end of the month, and we're gearing that up to be the finale of the season, of season 2.
I can't wait, because when she told us about this, I started looking into it, and it is people nudists from all over the world converge in this area around us, and it's the Super Bowl of volleyball, of nudist volleyball. It's awesome, because she told us all about it. I went and looked up videos on it on my own, and it just blew my mind.
My thing is, now, is there dudes? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know if it's co-ed or it might be divided into like a co-ed section, a men's section, and a women's only section. I can't remember how it went, but I just know it's huge. And shit, Ebony was one of the best players on there.
I for some reason, for the last 364 days, I was under the impression that, and like I said, for no reason really, but it never crossed my mind that there was going to be naked guys playing volleyball, which whatever, that's cool, no problem here. But just like I said, my mind only played it out in the sense that they were women. So this is going to be kind of a
it's a shock to you,
kind of a culture shock, but nonetheless, we are very excited. We can't wait to get up there.
I can't
wait to play by play the naked Super Bowl of volleyball.
Of however we're going to do it. I just can't wait. And because when she told us about the whole thing, that was one of the things we wanted to do, was get up there and
just cook up.
Yeah,
we just wanted to get up there and check it out and see what it's all about.
Yeah,
not like that, too. You creeper.
Another thing, Mike, I went into uncharted water.
Okay. Ooh, I'm intrigued now.
I went into uncharted water. I've never been there before. And last night I dove. I dove head first. On the internet, I dove head first to our friend's show, SS Quaff Waffle.
Yes.
Now, our friend Joker
yes.
Trey. She has a show on Sunday night from 7 to 12, SS Quaff Waffle. So I checked it out. This was the first Sunday that we've known her that I haven't been busy.
Yeah.
So I had a chance to get on, really look around. I really have so much to say about this, Mike. Well, for starters, it was good.
It was. I dove in too for a little bit, checked it out. I had some free time.
Joker, she had a guest, and I don't know. Like I said, it's the first time I really had a chance to check her out and watch. But she had a guest, and his name was Eldun. Eldun, okay.
Okay.
Now Eldun has his beard, probably down to the middle of his stomach, and it's kind of thin, and so Eldun, which at first he kind of has a funny appearance. So I thought, okay, I dig this guy. But halfway through the show, they kind of swap out. And when one person goes out and has a cigarette, I don't know the situation. I don't think they can smoke in this building that they're in. So they kind of take turns swapping out. And one of them would go out, smoke, the other one would take over. And there was this one particular time where Eldun, who I want to talk more about in a moment, disappears, goes outside. And when Joker went looking for Eldun, she couldn't find him.
No.
Eldun shows up back to the show with cheeseburgers from McDonald's.
my man knows how it's done.
Eldun goes to McDonald's during the show, picks up lunch, which I think you could really take some tips from this guy, Mike.
I was like gonna say he's like my kindred spirit now. That's something I want to do. And
Eldun, he has a presence. Now, the thing that I learned about Eldun, he is also he's a rapper, Mike.
No shit.
If you would go on to look at the pamphlet, the brochure for the next show, the one in early September, up at the Butler hip hop community, Eldun is one of the performers. So I started putting everything together. I'm like, oh shit. So Eldun was very interesting. The show's interesting. What they do basically, everybody is, they do a little talking, and then they go into submitted videos where people, just average everyday people could submit songs, things like that, and they play these songs for the duration of the show. And it kind of put me in mind, Mike, of the trans Beavis and Butthead in a way. And and that's what, they're singing, they're dancing, lights are blinking, they're having a good time. Eldun stroking his beard, and then they briefly go into a song. And like I said, it was Beavis and Butthead-ish, and I dig. My thing was, I specifically like when it was just those two on talking. I would rather see those two on talking because I think that they're entertaining. Now, that's neither here nor there. They run their show the way they run their show, and that's fine. But me personally, I sure got a kick out of the two people sitting on TV, sitting on online talking about shit, getting, sneaking cheeseburgers into the meeting, into the show. And another thing that made me laugh about Eldun. Again, Eldun's a whole experience on his own. But halfway through, when I'm watching, Eldun starts sniffing his beard. He takes his beard and he's sniffing it, right? Yeah, I believe you. I have plans on watching this show a lot more moving forward. And Eldun tells Joker, "Yo, Joker, you got to smell my beard." And it ended out it was because it smelled like vanilla, and Joker did. Joker smelled Eldun's beard, and it indeed smelled like vanilla.
Okay, time out real quick. I need to find out what he puts in his beard because I want my beard to smell like vanilla.
Well, he did. If you go back and watch, he did mention a few things that he did do to his beard, to make it smell like it. But he had mad beard though. You know what I'm saying? Like
it did too. He looked like ZZ Tops.
It really, keeps the smell in. I would think where somebody like you or myself might not have such success. Yeah, we could carry the vanilla smell, but there's just so much beard. It really seems like that would, carry the beard smell or the vanilla smell for a long time. But I grade this show with passing colors. Again, I love it. I think that everybody should give it a chance. Again, it's called SS Quaff Waffle, and that is on Sunday evenings from 7 to 12. And for what I've seen, he never lost the captain's hat, which is kind of what I was anticipating. I said to myself, if the captain's hat goes, this is, from what I understood, this is when the party really takes off. But from what I've seen, the captain hat never
came off
Joker's head. So I'm gonna mention that to her this week, because I want to see what happens when the
I know
when the hat comes off.
Like I caught a little bit of it, probably like a 20-minute stretch where they were entertaining together. But I sound like you, I kind of like that little, like that music break where they get other like musicians on there to get their music playing, and where they react to it and they give their feedback on it. I like that too, because that gives them like a more stuff to do on the show, and it it helped. And like she said before, when she's in, like, it helps everyone in the music community too, to like, hey, get their stuff out there, get someone else's feedback on it. So I like that part of it, but I also understand where you're coming from too. Like those two, when they were just together, I was dying. It was great.
And it was,
but like you said, man, it was still, to me, either way, it was just fun either way.
And it was all ad lib too. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they had anything written. There was nothing specific
it was
they wanted
fun
to talk about. They played off each other. Eldun shows up with cheeseburgers.
I love it. I missed that part.
It was a fun time, man.
I like the whole ambiance she had going on too, with like the lights going and all that fun. It felt like a party.
Yes, I really loved it. I almost went into a epileptic seizure from the lights. However, that's just me, and you should be okay.
I was having a great time, man. I was like 20 minutes I watched it, I had a couple drinks going. I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. Oh, I dig.
There was a moment when they spoke about the pirates, which I referred to earlier in the show. Now, what happened, Mike, was, Joker kind of just was pointing out that she was from Pittsburgh. See, I have my Penguins flag. I have my Steelers flag.
Yeah.
And then she went on, I don't know, probably a 2-minute tangent on just how bad the pirates were. And I thought, you know what, how can you beat this show? If you're trans or not trans or whatever you are, check her show out Sunday night, because it has a little something for everybody. She hates the Pirates.
And how can you if you hate someone who hates the Pirates, there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
Like I when she was on one of the times we were talking about the Pirates, she's like, I'm not talking about that hillbilly. What did she call him? The hillbilly billionaire. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Someone else who gets it.
And also tell us, Mike, I can't remember if it was Friday and we talked about it, if we missed it, but the kid had
the kid. Yeah. So
that was perfect.
I was kind of perfect. I was wrong. He actually just graduated high school. He looks younger.
18.
So him and his buddy, I guess like him and his buddy have their own podcast too, and like their own little merch stuff. And they just,
it was a good
bit. Pat McAfee, I guess, reached out to him. They're going to help sell his merchandise at their store. They're going to donate money to like him and stuff, give more money to this kid and his buddy for their podcast and stuff. I was like, this kid is perfect. I love it.
Yeah, I was really good.
Kid's my hero. He's my hero.
Kudos to them guys. Kudos to their show. Great job.
And like Pat McAfee said, like, to have like the courage to do that in a room where everyone in that room is going to hate you for what you're doing, but knowing that everyone watching who's not there is going to love it.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
That just got that puts me in mind of some of the things I have in store for you. Yeah. I mean, for us in season 3.
Oh, for me, that I have to embarrass myself,
because we have Steelers season coming up. I think that we're going to do some things at the tailgating scene this year. Oh
God.
Yeah,
I'm already getting panic attacks having to be around people.
Yeah, you should. But
see, I can't show my face down there. Everyone knows I hate Cam Haywood.
That's even better.
Fuck, man, I'll show up with a Cam the Sham t-shirt.
We kind of missed the boat on the Pirates thing, because that's really a home run. I mean, this is something that every Pittsburghers wanted to say to the owners for the Pirates for many, many years. And like I said, I kudos to these guys. I can't get over this bit. I love it. I absolutely love it. I do, Mike. I do want to go over the emails from the weekend.
It's like one of my favorite segments on the show is the emails.
Shonda says, we absolutely blah. Shonda,
I don't think that's what Shonda said, but
It was like my mouth just forgot how to talk.
You did too. You just like blanked.
Your mouth was like muscles in my fucking tongue got weak and just stopped.
They were like, "Fuck you, man. We ain't talking."
Shonda, we absolutely love Joker Trey. She is a darling.
How could you not?
She is a darling. Everybody loves Joker Trey. Yes. Joker Trey will more than likely be on, guys, in the middle of the week. We have Casey. Casey from TikTok is coming on tomorrow.
What?
And, yes. And we have, I was talking to Joker a little bit this morning, and I believe she will be on after that. I think she'll be back in Wednesday, Thursday, and just depending on what we do with the show Friday. So
nice. It's always good. I'm loving people coming onto the show, just hanging out.
We did have another person, and I don't know where she went. She disappeared in the thin air.
Yeah. Those damn Ewoks. I just got a confirmation. Thursday, she would like to be back onto the show.
I'm looking at that note right now. Yeah.
We understand those little hellions that you're watching.
Thursday, it looks like Joker will be on. It looks like Allie will be back on. Next email, Mike. Beverly from Butler. When are you going to have Sky Levy's sister Ruby on? That girl could sing her lungs out. Well, Beverly, we spoke to Sly last week briefly about his sister Ruby. I can't wait to have her on. Very excited. The girl can sing. I heard her sing. But she will be on soon. I'm in the works of contacting her and trying to get something set up. So there you have that.
I've dropped the ball. I have not gone to listen to her sing yet. Like everyone else we've talked about, I've always gone to listen to their music, but I have not for poor Ruby.
Yeah, she sings really good, man. I think you'd like. James. The Joker Would You Rather segment was great. It was edgy. Keep it up, guys.
It was edgy and it was fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Like I think everyone involved in that segment had an absolute blast.
Yes.
Like you could tell Joker had a blast. And like her line of like saying, "I'll show them why I call myself a Swiss Army knife." I think when we were talking about the Beckhams, I fucking lost it. I still think about that every day now. It's funny and it's a great line. Ryan. Oh, is Ryan freezing? He's kind of choppy.
About Joker, Mike, that's not the first time I've heard about her using the Swiss Army.
Yeah, I know. I think like her first time on, she was saying that.
She references herself often as the Swiss Army knife.
Yes.
I love it. You go, girl.
I love it too. Exactly.
Jacko says, bruh. Freddie says, bruh. Matter of fact, there's 11 times throughout our emails people wrote bruh. So I'm just going to save the time.
Bruh.
There was 11 bruhs we received.
Bruh.
This next one's from Jen. This is from Jen, Mike. You were too easy on baby mama with the trivia game on Friday. When are you gonna start asking tougher questions? Well, the thing is, Jen, it was related to something that was last year, something that we had in our first season.
Yeah.
So she just couldn't catch the concept of the game $25,000 pyramid that was on. And when I was explaining it, I also seen in Joker's eyes that she wasn't familiar with this game as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm blown away by these. But anyway, besides the point. And the thing was, she did so terribly in season one that we tried to mimic the same situation for this game.
Yeah.
She eventually caught on. It took a year, but she did eventually catch on to the concept. And that was that. Moving forward, baby mama will definitely have a lot harder questions.
Yes, we will give it to her hard. That did not sound right at all. As soon as the words were coming out of my mouth.
Brutus. Sometimes I watch your show and I imagine Big Sexy doing the show with no pants on under that desk. That's from Brutus, Mike.
Brutus, wouldn't you like to know? And if you're British, you know what? I think this might be the perfect time to say it. You know what? After the mailbag, British, I'll explain something to everyone. I got some breaking news.
Finally, after a handful of emails, a handful of bras, Karen says,
"Hi, Karen."
Mike's girl. She says, now I'm all for a good time, but what I don't understand is what you get out of making your guests cry. I'm not sure.
Who cried?
Karen.
We only had one person cry.
I mean, Mike does cry at the end of every episode for about an hour. He crawls in the fetal position behind his little desk there. But I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. Do you know, Mike?
I don't either. I only know one person that cried, and that was back on season 1, and that was not our fault.
Which
Kendra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was we prepped her like what we're gonna do, what we're gonna talk about, like her whole thing. We want to get her story out there, and then she decided to cry and attack us.
You know what? That was one of the more prepared for episodes that we have, and I thought it was gonna go a lot smoother. But you know what? It ended up being better show by going the way that it went.
Yeah, we never set out to make anyone uncomfortable on the show.
Just Mike.
Just me. And I'm okay with that. But no. God, fuck you, Karen. We've had so many people on this show, diverse backgrounds and everything. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think she's just starting trouble. She probably wants to speak to our manager.
Karen, I am the manager. Actually, Karen, I am the president. And Ryan is, hopefully he doesn't see what his name is today. He's going to kill me.
I just can't ignore the idiocy.
It makes me laugh. Wait till you see my background tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be glorious. But anyway, my big breaking news. Are you ready for it?
Go ahead.
You ready for it?
Go ahead. We got 30 seconds. No, I'm just playing. Go
ahead. For the show, Big Sexy has made an OnlyFans account. We are going to document the journey. Ryan is dumbfounded. He's like, why the fuck did you not tell me this off the air?
The silence is deafening.
Yeah, so I am in the process of making an OnlyFans account. I just have to send in a couple forms, see if I can get verified. Once I do, get ready for some nasty feet pics, people. I'm going to take you on a journey this last couple weeks of this show. I came up with this last night. I may have drank a little.
Did I tell you about the other day? I farted so hard it made my ears ring.
Yes, you did.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Put that on there.
Don't worry, Ryan. You will be taking some of these pictures.
Document that on there. I want to see the story about my fart that made my ears ring.
I'll put that in there as I'm taking. I'll talk about it. I'll do a video as people are looking at my feet. We're gonna see if we can make this happen.
There you have it, everybody. We have an OnlyFans page.
Yes, anything for the show.
The door that is being opened by this, I fear, because
I blame you because you told me think of ideas for the show. Don't be afraid to go outside the box.
I like it. No,
I did it. And I thought about texting you before the show, but I knew you already had the show formatted, so I was figuring I'd just hijack it towards the end, sneak it in there.
I think that's a great thing. I can't wait.
Oh,
I can't wait to see the Pandora's box that it opens.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'll give you a little teaser. Oh, got a bug bite there.
Oh,
let's go on this. Look at there you go. Oh, something got me. Ingrown hair. Yeah.
Where's my button? I can't find my button fast enough. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, hell no.
No. Hey, you're the one on the very first episode that we recorded showed your ass that I had to blur out.
I've never pulled my ass out. Now there's no video.
I have the unedited video. I have the unedited video that will end up on a Patreon.
You watch this video is what I want to know.
Never.
And that will be on the OnlyFans. Is my ass. So
no, that'll be on Patreon one day once we get that set up.
A couple quick stories, Mike. I do want to go over. The show is unfortunately almost coming to an end, so I want to get to these things. First, the water here is a little off. The water here tastes a little off. Now, this was by New York residents over the weekend. They say that there was mice in their water heaters in New York. Okay, and the one person quotes, this was actually the president of the Tenants Association, because I found five boiled mice that came out of the water heater here. And people were complaining that their water didn't taste right. Something tasted a little off. They were drinking dead mice, Mike. They were drinking dead mice in New York City.
That is disgusting. Fuck landlords. Not little private.
Can you imagine finding out that you were drinking mice all weekend?
I would find like whatever corporation is the landlord of my building, and I would be suing the fuck out of them. Not little mom and pop little landlords who have their own little property that they rent at a reasonable rate. You people are cool. You're making money. You're helping people out, but these big corporations, fuck you. Yeah, giving people mouse water.
Boiled. I guess it's boiled. It could be a lot worse, but
yeah.
I mean, you really want to drink?
I know they didn't throw them in there, but I'm blaming them because fuck them.
Yes.
I'd be blaming someone if I was drinking boiled mouse water. I'd be burning that building down.
Another one, Mike, that I just couldn't miss today. I had to get the story out.
Yes.
Italian decathlete. The Italian decathlete's penis falls out of his shorts mid-race. Now, during the 400-meter race of the decathlon at the 2022 World Athletics Championship in California, Alberto Nonino was forced to lose his spot in front of the pack while he had to keep covering up his penis several times because his penis kept flopping out of his shorts.
See, I think they should shave time off of his run because that was adding drag, resistance. My man was running at a disadvantage. Or what he could have done is just turned around, run backwards, get the helicopter going, and get some little extra propulsion. You got to think, Alberto. Alberto.
I tell you what, this is one problem that I'm never going to have. I can tell you that. My penis is going the opposite direction. I'm having penis problems of my own, but that's for a whole nother day. Mike, for some reason, your ears, your nose keeps growing, but unfortunately, other parts of your body don't. I'll never understand. Again, we'll talk about that in the future.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about that on like a Thursday show.
Hundreds of New Yorkers may be infected with polio, Mike. With polio.
Yes, I've seen this.
Health officials say. So, I sometimes think to myself, getting into conspiracy theories and things like that would be fun on this show. You know what? We're going to have to, because we have now the COVID, we have monkeypox, we have polio killing, is back. I think that we start talking a little bit of conspiracy theory sometime, because that's awfully coincidental. I went my whole life. There was never any problems as far as, you'd pop up, there'd be the anthrax or the bird flu, and nothing ever formulated. Now all of a sudden, all at one time, you're getting all these crazy fucking what would they be, diseases? Or
well, that's we more or less had polio eradicated, and people start getting vaccinated for it. That that's what happened right there. Somewhere,
I understand.
Oh, you talk about me not knowing the facts. Jonas Salk somewhere is rolling over in his grave. We can power the electrical grid by how fast he's spinning.
Who is?
Jonas Salk.
And also there's a deadly bacteria in the dirt here in the United States that I was reading about as well. A deadly bacteria in the dirt that's killing people. So again, a lot of crazy things happen all at once.
Yeah, and then you have like the permafrost is melting, glaciers are melting, so all these trapped microbes that are tens of thousands of years old are coming back too. So that can be out there too. It's a shit show.
A lot of conversation comes with that. We will touch on that. I promise. We'll do our best to keep it separate from politics, but conspiracy theories can be a lot of fun. We'll talk about that moving forward. Mike, why don't you go and tell everybody about the website?
to dumyinzers.com. You see it over by Ryan right there. That's how you spell it. Number 2, DUMYINZERS.com. Head over there. We have our links to Spotify, Anchor, Stitch. We have links to YouTube channel right there. And the very first thing as you pop in, boom, is today's episode right there up on YouTube. Links to our email and all that fun stuff. There's actually a donation page on there too. If you like us so much, want to buy us a beer, buy us a joint, whatever, just drop it in there. Drop it in there.
We do have time, Mike. We have time for a trivia. Now, this is gonna be the first trivia of its kind here in August. You know, we're already at what, the 8th of the month. So I know that you were doing your best to kind of weasel your way around the questions so you wouldn't fall behind and put up a bad record. But you know what?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, baby.
I have you trapped in a corner. You got 2
kinky.
minutes left. You're like a trapped rat. I have you in the corner.
I'm like Roethlisberger in the 2-minute drill. Let's go.
All right. I think
we'll see how fast I can score so the defense can fuck it up.
Everybody at home play along as well. Here's the trivia question of the day. Let me get ready here.
Calling timeouts already. I'm like holding penalties. It's like the Super Bowl all over again.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
How many conference? Okay, so here's the question of the day, everybody. This is for Mike, his first one of the month. We're taking it easy on him. Here's your question, Mike. How many conference championship games have the Steelers hosted? How many conference championship games have the Steelers hosted? And go.
This is a tough one, man. I blocked out most of the 90s.
All right, put your pencils down, everybody.
Oh, man.
So the question of the day, everybody, like I said, play at home as well, is how many conference championship games have the Steelers hosted? What's your answer, Mike?
I'm throwing up a Hail Mary. I'm going to go with 5.
They hosted 5 championship games. That is incorrect. As we all know. You know, I think you come in here and mess with my buttons sometimes because they're definitely not in the spot that I leave them in.
I think that's other Ryan. Other Ryan's fucking with you.
You know what? You're just gonna get then. Oh, there it is. And I also had it in my head to give you this, so I got to give you this as well. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So the question was, how many conference championship games have the Steelers hosted? The answer is actually 11, Mike. It's 11.
Wow.
The Steelers hosted 11 championship games.
Damn. You see, I knew, I know we had like what the Patriots, the Colts, Chargers, Broncos, I think, and then I lost track.
Yeah, there was a bunch. I mean, at first you think to yourself, wow, 11, that can't be right. But like you said, you start rounding them off, and it's like, wow, I off the top of my head could come up with at least a half dozen. And I know there's more.
We only had to go from like the 70s to now because they did shit.
Yeah,
forever. So it's like,
but 11 times has the lovely city of Pittsburgh hosted an AFC championship or championship games. So you actually drop, Mike. You drop in August to 0-1, which is not bad because you still have a whole month to catch up, and you're only back one. So count your
I don't know, man. If we keep having guests on though, man, that just diminishes my odds of digging my hole out.
Yeah,
I think you do that on purpose.
That's what I'm shooting for.
That's fine by me.
We do want to thank everybody for tuning in as always. Keep checking us out. We're on all week long, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yes.
Check us out on YouTube at 8 o'clock at night. We do put the podcast, the audio version, over on Spotify. So tonight, you want to check that out. It's going to be over on Spotify. Do you have anything before we take off, Mike?
I got nothing. Right, it was a good show. It was a fun show. Tomorrow's going to be even better.
It was a good show. We had another person. They disappeared into thin air, but you know what? That's fine. That's a running theme. She didn't show up with cheeseburgers from McDonald's. That's kind of
I know.
upsetting.
Like,
however,
I think we need to replace her with Eldu.
We need. We need Eldu. Yeah.
Everyone needs an Eldu. That dude was great.
Well, I told Joker this morning, we were writing a little bit back and forth. I said, we need Eldu on the show. At some point, some capacity, I want Eldu on the show. So
yeah. And
we'll see what she can do.
Heck yeah. I love it.
For everybody, good.
No, I said I love it. I just love what we're building here. And I'm glad I'm glad all 1,300 of you are along for the ride.
And yes, absolutely, everybody. We thank you so much for the